Hello, and welcome back to Formula 1 2019 and our first career season. And today we are in Monaco for the qualifying session. So the qualifying session consists of one single session consisting of 18 minutes, which we have to set our fast lap. So before we go on to our lap and the qualifying session, let's check the drivers and constructors standings. And we are still currently top of the drivers standings with 106 points. And we are now third in the constructors championship behind Ferrari with 106 points. So let's go and qualify.
Here we are at one of the most difficult circuits on the racing calendar. Welcome to Monaco for today's Formula 1 qualifying. I want to talk briefly about the strategy in these qualifying sessions. Anthony Davidson, how can a driver adjust their approach to gain those critical extra tenths of a second?
Well, qualifying isn't about adjusting your approach necessarily. It's more about trying to repeat a low fuel run that you've practiced prior to this session. You're looking for perfection on the lap, and that's hard to achieve if you're trying something new. There are some variables that can stand in your way, however. Track position or unexpected yellow flags, for example. Coupled with ever-changing track conditions, it's important to be out there at the right moment. But as a driver, you have to try and ignore these distractions and just keep your mind focused on that one perfect lap.
So here we are in our pit garage. We're going to access our terminal here, move along to our electronics and settings screen and select the medium compound tyre, the hardest available compound. We're going to go into parc fermé regulations and we're going to take to the track. So we have managed to qualify so far in 5th place. So we're just going to head back to the pit garage now. And hopefully we won't drop too many places. We are on the harder tyre and it is a slow high-speed track, or one of the slower tracks of the season. But it is also one of the tracks I struggle with the most. I'm barely able to make it one lap around the track without at least taking part of my wing off, which I've already managed to do. Yes, I know, Jeff, I was there when I hit the barrier. So as I was saying, this is probably the hardest circuit for me to drive. I'm not an expert at this. I only play these racing games for fun. I'm not a serious gamer. It's all about the making and editing of the videos. There goes the other end of my wing, so at least the car is once again balanced. But we are now approaching the pit lane.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
That's alright, there's only 100 yards of track remaining. You do say some silly things, Jeff. So here is our pit garage, and our boys here will soon wheel us back into it in reverse. And once we're back inside the garage, we can then access our terminal once again, and we can see how well we're doing in the qualifying session. So we are now back in our garage. Any minute now, there is our display monitors, so we're going to access our terminal. We are going to have to wait around 30 seconds for our wing to be repaired. So we're going to scoot along to the timing screen, and we have already been displaced down to 8th position, and as I speak we've just lost a further place, so we are now currently in 9th, and I think 9th place might be a bit low for me, so I think we will go out for another run as soon as they've finished replacing the wing. Now, I don't know why it took 30 seconds, because I've seen them do it on TV in races live in 15 seconds. So we're just double checking we don't have any more medium compound tyres, so we are going to have to use the same set once again. Ouch! Oh dear. Ah, dear. Not good.
Careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
Well, I've clipped a rear wheel, and I've just smashed off the front wing.
Understood.
So I
Stopping
think we're
this
going to
lap.
have to abort this lap, and we have actually dropped down now to 17th position, which pretty much guarantees we are going to have to come out and do one more lap at least. Hopefully we have enough time left to do so, but we are going to have to wait once again for our wing to be repaired as we enter into the pit lane. So currently at the moment Hamilton has pole position with a 1 minute 14.5, and I don't think I can get very close to that, so let's just try to make it back into the top 10 if we can. The top 5 would be better, but we'll stick with an optimistic goal of the top 10, because as I said, I'm not very good at this circuit, and I'm not very fast on these tyres, and I can't seem to make it around the track without knocking off my
We've had
wing.
to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
So as we can see, Lewis Hamilton is first at the moment, and he is closely followed by both of the Ferraris and Max Verstappen. Kimi Raikkonen, our teammate, is currently in 13th place, out qualifying us for the first time this season, and we are currently in 17th, a full second off of the pace, 1.3 seconds to be exact. So as soon as our wing is repaired, we are going to go back out once again, and I am unfortunately enough, going to have to use the soft compound tyre, which is not ideal for my strategy.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
So with that run on the softer tyre, we have made our way into the top 10. Let's just hope we can stay there in the remaining minutes of the qualifying session.
Sustain this level of damage.
Well, you're going to have to, Jeff, because I can't make it through this narrow circuit without hitting at least one barrier every lap. Some I will glance and bounce off of and basically get away with. Many I will not. I can foresee many trips into the pits during the race tomorrow, but hopefully not too many. If I take it nice and easy, the plan was to be on the softer tyre and I could just cruise around and wait for everyone to pit in front of me and take the lead that way, and hopefully hold on to it because it is a notoriously difficult circuit to pass on.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
So we're just approaching the pit lane now, and we are still in 9th at the moment, so it's looking quite good for a top 10 start, hopefully. But like I said, there are still a couple of minutes to go, and I would assume that pretty much everybody else is now out on track to set their final fast lap. Most of the non-player drivers will go out at least once at the end. They tend to just go out twice in this session, once towards the beginning and once right at the end, which baffles me because if you're all going out at once, then how will you find enough space to build up speed?
Set us back a little.
So Hamilton has not improved on his time. He is still top of the tables with a 1:14.2. He has just absolutely smashed his previous time there by a full 0.3 of a second. We have Charles Leclerc in second with the second Ferrari directly behind him. We have Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Alexander Albon, Kevin Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas, myself and Roman Grosjean rounding out the top 10. So we have 1 minute left of the qualifying session, and as you can see, everybody but myself is currently out on track. So hopefully none of these people behind me at the very least will set a significantly faster time, and we can maintain 9th place, which may just be doable. We may still be in with a chance of winning the race, although I don't hold out much hope. But we do want to qualify or finish the race as high up the table as we can. We need as many points as we can. Although we are winning the Drivers' Championship, we are being let down by our teammate Kimi Räikkönen, who has yet to score a single point for us, us being Alfa Romeo.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three: Hamilton, Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
So unfortunately we have been dropped all the way down to 14th position, which is going to be quite a challenge in the race, passing 13 cars. But we will endeavour to do our best. And so we will see you at the race tomorrow. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.